an Uber driver whose passenger died when he got out of the car and was hit by a bus, has been found guilty of negligent driving occasioning death. Nazrul Islam, 32, denied responsibility after the death of Samuel Thomas, 30, who was struck at the intersection of Elizabeth and Bathurst Streets in Sydney's CBD at 3 a.m. on June 17, 2017. Mr. Thomas, from Hertfordshire, had been drinking at a birthday party with colleagues in Strathfield before catching the Uber with friends Stephen Ronning and Greg Hensman. In Downing Centre Local Court on Monday, Magistrate Mary Ryan found the driver did not keep a proper lookout when Mr. Thomas opened a rear passenger door while stopped at a red light before he accelerated. She said both of the victim's intoxicated friends were awakened by the sound of the door, and as captured on CCTV on the bus, the internal light of Islam's car also came on. 6 seconds of light within the car is a significant warning, and, in my view, Mr. Islam should have been alerted to something being amiss, the magistrate said. Share this article. Share. Ms. Ryan said the only explanation is that Mr. Islam was much more fatigued than he admitted, and she was not convinced he had slept during his breaks for as long as he testified. She found the driver worked for 21 hours before the incident, and despite indicating he had 7 hours of sleep, it was not continuous rest. I find that he is guilty of the charge of negligent driving occasioning death beyond a reasonable doubt, she said. I was ready to drive Friday night, as long as possible because it would be a busy night, Islam said through an interpreter, the Sydney Morning Herald reported. Islam, who arrived from Bangladesh in early 2013 but only became an Uber driver 3 weeks before the incident, said he couldn't recall the exact destination the three men had requested, but my GPS was advising me still 4 to 5 minutes to go. Outside court, the victim's sister, Hannah Thomas, told reporters her brother was sweet and funny, and this was his dream to live in Australia. We love him and miss him, and we just hope today is some closure for us and for him, she said.